All right, what's poppin'? Hey y'all, let's get it, let's go. So hello. If you already know who I am, what's poppin'. If you do not, my name is Mina, and Amina is me. Go ahead, comment, go ahead, like, subscribe, comment below. Hey. No, but go follow me on my other socials. I'll definitely have them linked somewhere where you can see them. Feel free to at me, talk to me, I talk back. Anyways, I'm going to be doing some, what is this? Like empties. It's like an empties video versus like some new buys that I got, like some repurchases. I guess like what's worth it, what's not worth it, just things. And this past month, this past year, these past couple of months that I've really liked, that I feel like sharing and talking about real quick. So let's talk about it. Thing number one is going to be Adore hair dye. I like titanium hair dye as well. I think that's what it's called. Those are probably the two hair dyes I get when I'm going for color because they are semi-permanent, but they do still last a pretty long time. So I like them. If you follow me on my socials, you'll know towards the beginning of the year, I really liked this emerald color. It's like a teal, so it's like that slight mixture between blue and green. I really liked this. I really liked this. Towards the end of the year, I started moving towards like the electric lime, and every now and then, depending on how light or dark I wanted this green, I would either mix a little bit of brown or occasionally some of this. And I have a couple more bottles of this, but yeah. Adore, gone and sponsor me because these, clearly I use them, and I do. Okay. Thing number two that I've liked is cleansing balms. I've tried the pink container, this one is the green container. I've tried the one by Clinique. I've tried, there's one other one, but I want to try, it's like DHC cleansing oil, and like the pharmacy cleansing balm is supposed to be super amazing. So I would like to try those, but so far I have really been liking these Clean It Zero cleansing balms. You can find them at Ulta. They're cool, they're nice, they work. Use this to take off your makeup before you actually wash your face. I feel like they do a good job. Even like 24-hour liner and stuff like that, they do a really good job. I'd go ahead and take me off. The Chi hairspray, and not even so much the hairspray, but I couldn't find the heat protectant bottle. But that heat protectant is amazing. And yes, heat protectant does work. I saw a video, and maybe it was just propaganda, who knows. But I saw a video on like someone, they put like a flat iron to a balloon, and of course the balloon popped immediately, and then they sprayed it with the heat protectant, let it dry, sprayed another layer of the heat protectant, let it dry, and then put the flat iron against the balloon again, and it did not pop, and it was fine. Heat protectant definitely works in my opinion. You do still have to be careful with heat regardless, especially if you have natural hair. Even if you don't, because then your hair is probably needs a little extra love and tender care. But yeah, that Chi heat protectant. That heat protectant really works. And there's one other heat protectant that I like. I think it's like a Tresemme one or something. It's a red bottle as well with I think like a black top. Those are nice. Okay, next thing. My friend of mine put me onto this stuff. It's liquid mousse, so it's a super spritz. This is good for oil. This is good for edges. This is good for spraying your hair and letting it dry, and it like stays in place. If your curls are like constantly falling, curl your hair, kind of hold them in your spot, spray them with the spritz, hold it for a second, let it dry a little bit. Preferably if you can let it dry a lot of it, that's gonna be better. Let it go. And this stuff, they make like super big bottles. I like the small bottles for on the go. Yeah, I literally keep one of these in my car if my edges mess up or something like that. Edge control, I feel like 24 hours isn't necessarily 24 hours, but I definitely think this is a good edge control. You cannot leave the top of it, these will go bad, but I feel like that's with most edge controls. I definitely like the Hicks edge control. Cream of Nature has an edge control, and I've got mixed reviews because I feel like sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. If you're going to be in a hot environment, you're about to be sweating. But if you're in a hot environment, you're about to be sweating. So yeah. Another thing, oh, and goodness, drugstore foundation, the Maybelline Fit Me. I like the matte one because personally I have combination skin, but I tend to be more oily in areas. Most areas. This foundation, I've probably been buying Maybelline foundations since like high school, like sophomore, junior year in high school, and I feel like this is always handy dandy, trustworthy. Like you can go, it's a go-to. Especially if you don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on foundation now that there are $40, $50, $60 bajillion foundations. And I feel like I've tried, not necessarily high end because we haven't gotten to like the Tom Ford or the Kevin Aquans and the all that good stuff, but I've tried like NARS, I've tried Too Faced, things like that, and I feel like this one still holds its weight, especially for being a drugstore foundation. This one and the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop. Drugstore, beauty supply store, store. Those two are bomb. So I've tried the Klairs vitamin C drops and I feel like these are pretty good. I definitely feel like if you want some type of vitamin C serum added into your skincare, I definitely think these are really good. But recently I found the, what's it called? Sheesh. Good Molecules vitamin C serum, or the Good Molecules serum that they have for discoloration. And might I just say, I kind of noticed a little bit after maybe a week or a couple of days, like that one I have really been liking. So I like the Claire ones too, but if I had to pick between the two, I think I'm going with the Good Molecule ones so far. I really like it. Another thing, this one is the old one, this one is the new one. I actually just repurchased this. It is the NYX Control Freak I Like a Clear Brow Gel. There's also one by Maybelline. It's just the regular lash brow gel, but I definitely always like a clear brow gel to keep my brows in place throughout the day. Like you may need to reapply it if you're oily, because what are you gonna do, you know? Eventually I may find or experiment with some other brow products, but that one is probably like a go-to in my bag of go-tos. I don't know. It's a go-to in my brow products. There we go. Okay. So a repurchase. Oof. So I've tried the other Benefits Professional primer, the one that's just kind of like a, it's almost like a putty, I forget the name of it. Let's find the name of it. Yeah, it's just the Professional Pore Minimizing Primer. I've tried that and overall I really liked it, but since I am combination and I am also kind of oily in some areas but dry in some areas, I've really been liking this one. This one I do think keeps you pretty matte. It's a liquidish form, like a gel form, instead of that like putty-esque form. Both are really good. I think they work really good in conjunction together as well. So I repurchased this pretty recently. I like this one a lot. And the fact that it's a gel. And it smells pretty good too, right? I think. Yeah, I feel like I like that smell of it. So there's that. I really like that. Okay. Somebody might shade me. Somebody is not gonna like this, and I'm sorry in advance. This is Salon Pro Hair Bonding Glue, and I use it on my lashes. And I feel like this is an old tip, trick, hack, whatever. A lot of black girls do this. Girls that I know do this. Like in high school, eventually we all kind of were on that train. We probably all started off with like the Ardell Kiss lash glue, but eventually we moved towards that, and I just feel like it works so good. And I was talking to a girl on TikTok, and she was like, sis, please stop. Like, love, you gonna get an eye infection. That stuff can get stuck in your eye and da da da. So I may do some type of lash glue review so we can find alternative lash glues that are actually made to be safe for your eyes, because I'm not gonna fake it. It does sting if it gets in your eye. It does turn into a rubbery consistency. You usually can pull it out. But I like it and it works. And so I have a whole bunch of bottles. It's this brand and one other brand. They make big bottles, little bottles. I keep a bottle of that in my car too. On the go, you never know. A lash might pop off. You may decide last minute you want to put lashes on. I use hair glue. I'm sorry. Recommend me some good lash glues then. Because I asked her that too and she didn't respond. But you don't like what I'm using. But you're not going to help me find something else. All right. Like, I got bottles on bottles of that. Another thing, I have another bottle of this somewhere too. But at one point, this was like a huge trend, the whole AHA, BHA peeling solution. And I feel like overall it's pretty good, but I definitely feel like there are other alternatives that are better, especially if you're a person of color. I think it's fun. It's a cute little mask to do, like, oh, it burns. Like, I get why it was a trend. It was different. It was, but is it necessarily worth? It's not that expensive, actually. So like one bottle to have for here and there for fun. Like, oh, me and my friends are gonna see who can actually last the full 10 minutes or whatever. That's cool. But especially even if you have like an open sore or wound on your face or something like that. Like, I don't know if this is just it. I don't know. It was cool. I did repurchase it. I have 2 bottles of it. I didn't repurchase it, but it's over there. So cool, it's nice, it's a it's cool. It's not a yes, it's not a no. And this stuff right here, so I purchased it because the SPF on it was 45, and I like, of course, most SPFs, most sunscreens, whatever, leave you with like that white cast. So I usually have to like do it real good and then kind of like press it on, so we don't have as much of that. But this, I don't like, I don't not like it. But this, I don't like the smell of it. I didn't like the consistency of it. I think it's one of those things that I use if I just don't really have anything. Maybe I'll give it another chance, because I actually don't mind it on my hand. And you see it leaves a little shimmer. I don't know, I felt like, as far as I'm remembering, it was a little too oily and greasy for me, but I may give it another chance. Like, it's almost a full bottle, but I've had it for a minute. We're gonna see. I may retry it, but as of right now, this is a no. It's not empty. It didn't become an empty. The last lactic acid, I actually really, not really liked it, but I actually did like the lactic acid solution by The Ordinary. I feel like it worked pretty well. I liked this one. This is one thing this is one of the Ordinary products that I would not necessarily recommend, because I just don't like recommend stuff like this, but I liked it. And then there's one other one that's like pink. I like that one too. I can't think of the name of it. I have to find the bottle. I couldn't find the bottle, but yeah, I like that one even more than I like this one. I will look up which one it was and have it somewhere. Yeah. Okay, and then another thing, I saved this for last because this is supposed to be a stay all day smudge stick waterproof eyeliner, and it's by Stila. Stila. I think Stila. I don't know. And I didn't want to go the whole video with it smudged. So it's smudged a little bit. I don't know if you can see that, but I don't think they plan for the average person to have like a whole finger or wiped through their face. So maybe I'll try it like in the shower or something. And honestly, it didn't smudge too much. And even though it did smudge, it's actually still pretty much there. And the shape of it is still there eyeliner wise. So looks pretty good. Again, I might take a shower with it before I use like a cleansing balm or something and see how I feel about it. But yeah. Comment below if you want another video like this where I talk about the stuff I like, the stuff that I didn't like, because we got some more products and stuff. And we have more like recommendations and stuff, I guess. But yeah, so I can finally throw these empties away. They've been taking up space. And yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. Comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to, you know, you're free to do what you want to do, man. But I would truly appreciate it. Leave some comments below. Talk to me because I definitely talk back. I try my best to talk back when I can. Yeah. Let me know what other videos you want to see in the future. If we are wanting some more tech stuff, if you're surprisingly wanting some more makeup stuff. If there is a around the home project or DIY you want to see me attempt to do, feel free to let me know. Stay tuned because we will keep moving forward.